Hey, everybody, welcome to the MURCA Guns and Freedom podcast with your host, me, the Yankee Marshal. As always, this is just an open chat. You all can come in here, talk amongst yourselves if you want to. It's a place you can come talk with like-minded individuals about common interests or discuss things you disagree on. I think that's a little more productive a lot of time. You never know. You might change somebody's mind. You might change your own. So converse away about whatever you want to talk about. You don't have to talk to me at all. But that's why I am here, though, in case you do want to talk to me, especially if you disagree with me. If you've had a problem with something I've said, either just something was factually incorrect, like I said, something holds 8 rounds and it holds 9, feel free to correct me. Or if you disagree with me on something politically or philosophically and you want to educate me on your opinion, feel free to come in. Let me know your perspective on things. We can even film a little episode of Spank the Yank if you actually want to come in and put it on record. So just let me know if you want to come in the live chat and do something like that. Otherwise, feel free to just ask questions, suggest topics, can be whatever you want. We're gun-centric here. We talk mostly about guns and gun-related stuff, but we also talk cars and motorcycles and wrestling and pets, all kinds of stuff we talk about. Comic books. I'm a big comic book nerd. Cryptids. I'm not a nerd, but I like comic books. Cryptids. Never Enough Ammo's nerd. Cryptids. I like cryptids a lot. So feel free to ask whatever you want, or political stuff. You want to know my opinion on abortion? I think most everybody here knows it already, but if you want to know whatever, I don't hide behind a persona. I'm not trying to be popular, so just ask whatever you want to ask. There might be some stuff I'll tell you to fucking pound sand if you ask, and I don't want to tell you, but I'm not. How often have I done that? Not very often. Like if you ask me, who'd you lose your virginity to? I'm not going to tell you. For one, it was illegal. And two, a lady doesn't tell stuff like that. But yeah. All right. I already started, didn't I? Oh, crap. I was getting ready to start chatting. I just remembered I'd already started. As always, I like to start the chat off here with reading the names of people who have purchased merchandise that supports either TYMP or the Pets and Vets. Tonight we got Derek Moritz. He got some stuff over here, and I appreciate that. And also John and Mandrick bought something over here. He got the new Tread on Me Again, I Dare You shirt. No one's really been buying that one. I'm surprised. I thought that'd be a popular shirt, but it is not. I never know what's going to be popular. The ones I love don't sell. The only one I've done that I really like that sells is the mouse guns. That's the one I did that everyone seems to like, but all the other, like I thought, I love this one. Your mother was a high point and your father smelled of cosmoline. And I got soda on me. That spilled on me there. It's the French taunting them. Your mother was a high point and your father smelled of cosmoline instead of, your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries. It's fucking Monty Python and guns. So, but no, nobody likes it. If you like it, go buy it over on my website. Yankees-swag-bag-bonanza.myshopify.com. Let's see here. Now that I've read those, let's get to the questions. No, wait. First, I have to read. We got some new people on Patreon. I got to welcome them to the fold first. We got some people that upgraded their memberships. Buddy Shepard, Kenneth Wiggins, Christian Carlson. I think I read that yesterday. Serpentine Secrets and AIDS. I got AIDS now. Joined as a supporter. So we got those new people, and we got a couple of free members. Oh, wait, we also got Christopher Miles, Shane Del Warder, which I read yesterday, and B-Huff, which I read yesterday, also are new. Where are the free members? I just saw Daniel Gronseth and Shane I guess Shane DeLaunder then went to become a paid member. So welcome to those people. Thanks for coming on board. We appreciate it. So now I can move on. There's nobody to read for. And remember, if you become a Patreon member between now and the end of this month, you have till midnight on the 31st. If you become a new member, you are registered for one of 2 silver bullets that I'm giving away. These are the 4570 Vampire rounds. They're solid silver bullets with a rosewood core. And these will take out werewolves or vampires. I should hold it towards the camera. Giving away 2 of them for free. And well, it's not free. You have to join Patreon. And if you're already a current member, if you want to be registered to win those, you have to up your membership for $5. But I'm also giving away a 3rd one of these to people who are already members, just so they're not left out, because I'm an idiot. So we'll be giving those away after the 1st of the month. So go on over there, help out with animals in need, support the Pets and Vets program, where we help as many animal charities and as many individual animals as we possibly can every year. So far, we've raised over $100,000 according to my taxes. So that's on you guys. Thank you very much. Hopefully we'll do another 100,000 before I get too old to do this anymore. Which, based on my mentality in these chats lately, has been, another 6 or 7 months I should make it. But other than that, I don't know. But as I was saying, let's get to the questions. If you want to go over and become a Patreon member, please do so. Just saw your 92 trigger video. It was lowly old me that sent it. I went back to a curved MP3 coded trigger, so that one was just sitting in a box. And now it's going to be sitting on one of my guns. I did a video today for people who didn't see it, where I was talking about the new Volcore. I think it's what it's called. I want to call it Voltor or Volton, but I think that's a giant robot. Trigger he sent me that I'm going to put in one of my guns, and I'm trying to decide which one to put it in. He didn't vote on which one he thinks I should put it in. But that was screwed. Let me get back over here to the chat. What is today? It's the 26th. That was an order there. Dale Riggedy chimed in here. Let's see if he had a tough, hard-hitting question for me, as he always does. He didn't even say anything. Why did he not say nothing today? Did he doze off halfway through? What happened? I don't know what happened. Clinton Seattle chimed in. Paid her tithe to Phil. Which is a good thing she did, because, well, there's nothing there either. Oh, maybe it's in a different place. It's showing up here now. SIG P365 or Smith & Wesson M&P Shield EZ. She's talking about the subject for the shooting the shit. Now I got to go back and see if Dale actually said something. Did Dale say something? Yeah, it's up here. It says, I got nothing. They're putting it in a different place now. So I got to check in a different place now for what people are saying. Just noticed that. Well, it's nice to know Dale didn't doze off halfway through his comment. And remember, if you donate $5, you're entered into a different silver bullet drawing. Every month we give away a silver bullet. Johnny Mandrick won last month, and he got his in a 357 Magnum Werewolf round. We give away one every month to people who have done a $5 donation or more to Pets and Vets. You get one entry for every $5. And you do that through super chats or super thanks. If you're watching this video later, you can do a super thanks, not a super chat. But either way, you get registered. And if you do $10, you get 2 entries into the silver bullet drawing, and you get an entry into the double super secret rock giveaway that I can't talk about, or I'll get in trouble with YouTube, that we're giving away in the middle of next month. John Heasley chimed in here, and what did he say? I need to win a gun or silver bullet. You don't need to win anything else. In fact, everybody go over and sign up for Patreon. Do not let John Heasley win again. If John Heasley wins again, I am going to have a fit, swallow my tongue, and drop dead on the floor right here on the video. And nobody wants that. Well, I bet a lot of you fucking want that. But just don't let John Heasley win again. You got to pump the numbers up so he don't have a chance. He's won 2 guns from me already. It's the only person I think that's won 2 guns from me. OLL, someone one time when they won the Friend did choose 2 guns. They were lesser expensive guns, but they chose 2 of them because they wanted a matched pair. They were, what were they? It was like an Uberti or something. That was back when the limit was 1,000 and not 800. So they were able to get like a pair of Ubertis for that. That was several years ago, but who was it did that? I forget. I don't have records on winners back that far. I just started keeping track like a year and a half ago. But yes, do not let John Heasley win. You people are letting John Heasley win. Every person that doesn't sign up as a $5 patron over on Patreon is going to be complicit if John Heasley wins again. I cannot say it enough. Hail Phil, I had my license plate stolen. Tell Phil to knock it off. Have a nice day. Oh, not a nice way to treat an elder in the church, prick. Maybe you did something to piss him off. I don't know. Did you miss a day of tithes or something? You miss a day. He's not very forgiving. He is not at all forgiving. So don't miss a day. That's the only thing I can say. Don't miss a day. He cares very much about helping pets and vets. So we got one here from Johnny Mandrick. It said, why is everyone acting surprised about the Supreme Court ruling? Which Supreme Court ruling? Did I miss something? Because I haven't checked the news today. The upholding the restrictions on ghost guns. Yeah, I don't know why people are surprised. They act like they think that the new judges that were appointed by Trump are actually pro 2A. They're not really. They're corporatists and big government people, which being big government is being corporatist because that's who runs the big government is corporations. So yeah, that's not surprising at all. Although I don't really care about ghost guns, to be honest. They cost just as much as like buying a Glock or a P320. I just wish we'd get rid of the stupid laws on the other guns. The ghost gun ruling is the ghost gun thing is like way down on my list of things that really need to be settled. I actually did hear that this morning, and no, I was not surprised. Johnny Mandrick chimed in once more and said, range review, you have a kitchen appliance channel, not that type of range. I have a stovetop. I don't have an oven and stovetop. Isn't that a range if it's combined? I don't know. Because I have a countertop. What would that be? A stove, or is that a range, or what is that? It's the glass one, and then there's no ovens though. There's cabinets under it. Then my ovens are in the wall, so I don't know if I actually have a range. I have a gun range out back, but I think it's called a stovetop. Did we get another order? I think someone ordered something here. Let me look and see. Yes, Slade Shoemaker. What did they order? Oh, they got the High Point and Cosmoline mug. They didn't get this on a shirt, but they got it on a mug. This makes a really good mug. I've got them. The mugs are over there. Go buy a mug. Wish I'd quit dribbling soda on myself. Mug. Plus, I like to say mug. Mug. I like, unless it's mug root beer. I don't like mug root beer. Mug root beer is gross. It's like drinking Pepto-Bismol out of a can. It's not as appealing as it might sound. Jonathan Aho said, I don't think he said anything. I think we all know why. But he chimed in, paid his $2 tithe to Phil. I just don't think his wife wants Phil looking into their business. So she makes sure to keep paying that $2 tithe every day. Because she doesn't want him getting nosy about certain things, if you know what I mean. Because you can't hide things. Phil knows all if he's looking. He's not omniscient because, if he doesn't see it, he doesn't know what's going on. He has to want to look first. He has to you have to ask him hey, did John Aho's wife murder him and then wearing his skin around as a suit, pretending to be him, a skin suit? And he wouldn't know. He'd be like, I don't know. Let me look into it. And then he'd be like, well, I'll be damned. She did. Or no, she didn't if she didn't. But I think we all know the answer. Jason Thompson, I sent you Rick's new video and one from Here's the Deal. He critiques an officer saying there are still good cops. I saw that. There's still some good cops. Not really, because they allow the bad cops to exist and they stay part of the system that fosters and promotes those bad cops. So because that's what they want. They don't want law enforcement that's good law enforcement officers. They want little soldiers that are more than willing to abuse the public. Because if you're willing to abuse the public over a traffic stop, if you're willing to treat people like they're garbage over jaywalking, well, then when it comes time to the government tells you those people ain't allowed out of their houses. If they come out, shoot them, you'll do it. So that's what they want. How win a friend? That's Patreon members. It's chosen from people who are Patreon members. You get a gift certificate to an online shop of your choice. P-Gar said, Two Gun Heasley. I like that name, like Yosemite Sam. People say I need to do a Yosemite Sam shirt, but Yosemite Sam would be bootleg because he's not public domain. And I think that one would get caught pretty fast. If people told me ahead of time they want one, I would think of one to do, and then I'd arrange it that we're going to do it. And then hopefully people would order it on the first day, and hopefully it'd get made. But then I think they'd catch that one pretty fast. I just think the cotton one ain't been caught yet. Well, I don't know now because no one's ordering them now, but I think they didn't get caught when people were ordering them because nobody knew who fucking Cotton Hill was. He's a very obscure character, so I think that kind of helped out. P. Norton 75 became a new WAP member. He's in my WAP now, so everybody move over, make room. Scooch over. There's plenty of room. Let's make room for him. He's new. Show him around. Where was I? Who was this over here? That was Jason Thompson. I just read there over here. Kevin Payton chimed in with his $2 tithe to Phil and said, I forgot. I don't got to go down. I look up here now. All hail Phil. Is there an option to join Patreon and pay for a whole year up front? Yes, there is. Anytime you join, there's an option to pay a whole year up front. And you get a 10% discount when you do that. So like if you signed up at $10 a month, it costs you $108. And I know that because someone did it the other day. If you sign up at $1 a month and you pay a year in advance, it costs you $10.80 instead of $12. If you're going to do the whole year in advance, you might as well be in the biggest category you can be, so you save the most money. That's the way I look at it anyway. How that sounds like good math to me. I don't know about the rest of you. Brian Smith chimed in here. That's a new name. Well, not a new name, but it's one we don't see often. The newer Rossi 357s are good. I can't shoot center mass with Magnum rounds with strong or weak hand. The newer Rossi 357s are good. Oh, the revolvers are good. I saw them at SHOT Show, and I remember I did a video saying that they're nicer than I thought they would be, and that they were nicer than they used to be. That it used to be Rossi was Taurus's lesser brand, that these are the guns we make decent, and then the others we sell under the Rossi brand. Well, it looked like they brought Rossi right up pretty fairly even with Taurus. As Taurus is moving more into the executive series and doing better guns, they're bringing Rossi up to what their level was. I've noticed that. I can shoot center mass with Magnum rounds with strong or weak hand. It says you can. That's good. Yes. You should be able to with a revolver. So good choice. I even looked at one of the Rossi rifles yesterday because I was looking at it. I was like, oh, who makes this? This is kind of nice. And I'm like, it's a Rossi. And Rossi's always made decent rifles, but this seemed nicer than what they used to be. Like they've upped their game lately. So I was decently surprised that it was a Rossi. Let me see here. I think we're caught up now on the supers. Nope. John Heasley chimed in. God damn it, he's trying to win the Rock 5.7. Do not let him win. And unfortunately, over here on my list of double super secret Rock giveaway people, John Heasley has got the most entries right now. Kevin Mabry's got quite a few. Kevin Payton's got a couple. Go Shadow's got a couple. John Heasley's got the most. Ben Coors got one. So people are pissing me off letting him win. I'll be mad. 3-gun Heasley sounds better. No, it doesn't. It sounds like that makes me nauseous, actually. It makes me feel a little dizzy. Makes me want to go lie down for a minute. Definitely got to take a sip of my soda. It's a little warm in here today, too. It's warm outside. It was 75 degrees outside today. It's 73 in here right now. It's warm. And I got to turn the dehumidifier on because it's up to 51% humidity. So I'm going to turn that on after the chat. Because the heater's not running, so it's not dehumidifying the air. So, what was I just saying? I don't remember what I was saying. But I think that's it on the super chats for right now. Yes, and I can get over here. And let's see if there's anything coming in over on this side. Good evening, ye old fardette. Oven and stove combined is a range. Aha, well, see, I don't have a range. I don't got one of those. My oven and my stove top are separate because the stove top is on the island. We got this big pill-shaped island with the stove right in the middle of it. And then we over by the toasters, over by the toaster is where we got, there's a coffee bar there and the toaster, and the ovens are in that bank of walls. I showed it to people when I first built them in. Because remember, I had to take out the shelves that were there and fix it in because the one we had there, the stuff we bought wouldn't fit in there. So I had to alter it, had to pull out the cabinets and cut out one of the drawers and all this other stuff. I did not take a picture. Yeah, you see here's a picture. Can I share this? Present, share screen, window, boom. See, the ovens are in the wall over here. And this had a big door up here that was twice that size that opened up to a cabinet up here. And this had 3 drawers down here instead of 2. So I had to take half of that cabinet, move the floor up for it, cut out a shelf, and then mount these in the wall there. But this was the day I put it in. As you can see, no range. It's just a countertop. See, because here's the stove. There's the stove. It's over by itself. All right. That was a bunch of you didn't need to know stuff. What are your thoughts on the CZ SP01? I bought my Dream Gun suppressor ready, and it won't shoot rounds that are slightly oxidized. Are the tolerances too high? Should I send it in? Here's the thing. If you put a suppressor on it, well, then it's going to be a lot more ammo finicky because you're adding a lot of weight to the barrel, throws off the balance of the gun. You might have to change your recoil spring. Changing the recoil spring to something just a little bit lighter might solve your problem. But like I said, if you're adding all that weight to the front of the barrel, you're going to maybe have to make some changes because that really throws off the balance of the gun. So that would be the first thing I would consider. But rather than it being bad, because CZ is not known to make bad guns, especially not the PO1s. So it's more than likely suppressor related issues. If someone attempts to steal a robot and the robot kills the thief, should the robot's owner be charged with a crime? No, that's the robot. That's on the robot. Robots do what robots do. You can't be responsible for that unless you're the one that programmed him to do that. Did I jump to the bottom or did I miss all? Are there no chats? Oh, I think it jumped me to the bottom. I think it did jump me to the bottom. And I'm on top chat. Let me go to live chat. Fuck this up. Fuck you, doop. Joe Pearson jumped in, got some entries into the what the fuck you call this thing? The double super secret rock giveaway. So I got to put his name over here. Yeah. I got to put it in and copy it. So we got a pair son and a per son, and I'm like, I get them confused. So pair son. No, I don't do times 3. I actually have to write their name 3 times because of the way we do the drawings. So I gotta boom, boom. All right. What did he say? You can just give me the super secret rock. That way, you know, John Heasley won't get it. Well, I hope somebody else gets it. That goddamn sons of bitches. David Ford chimed in, said, kicked out of Five Guys for eating peanuts. Told them all about TYMP Triple P and Phil while escorted out. Now Rossi 357 SIGs are good shooters. Now Rossi 357 are good shooters. Why'd you get kicked out for eating peanuts? Are you allowed to eat peanuts at Five Guys? I didn't know you were not allowed to eat peanuts at Five Guys. I've only been to Five Guys once. I went in with, we had a friend with us, and it was my 2 boys. So there were 4 of us total. I bought burgers, and I swear to God, I think the price was like $80, 85 or something like that. And I'm like, what, for 4 hamburgers? Are you fucking real? Is this real? I'd go Red Robin for this much money. I wouldn't, because I hate Red Robin. But I didn't say that when we bought it. I just went to the table, and then I went, oh my God, this was expensive. So I have never gone back because I am cheap. And I can make better hamburgers at home. The burger wasn't so impressive that I couldn't do better at home. So I go home and I make my burgers at home. One of the things I always tell people when they want to make burgers, and they're like, my burgers never turn out right. Well, it's because you go to a lot of places and you end up with a burger rock on your bun because they don't know how to make patty properly, and they don't use presses on the grill. If you're going to make burgers yourself, make sure you get a patty press. Press it good and flat. You don't have to have a molded one if you don't want it, but just have something to press it good and flat. And then, because it's going to shrink up and thicken a little bit when you cook it, and get you grill presses, the little weighted press that goes on, that you just stick on top of it. It's just like a little flat piece of metal with a handle. Put those on it while they're cooking so they don't turn into beef balls. Or I guess that'd be a meatball, not a beef ball. But yeah, one of the things I hate when I go to people's houses, and it's like the burger's this tall, but you got to squish it down to get it, and it just oozes grease everywhere. Where was I at? What was I talking about? I don't remember what we're talking about. John Heasley chimed in again. All right, everybody, no bidding wars. Let's keep this civil. I better get one more for good measure. I add them all up at the end of the day because I can't count the ones on PayPal. I can count on still staying there, but the ones on YouTube can disappear because if they don't pay you for them, they delete them. And if you do $10 on, like Ghost Shadow did $10 on YouTube the other day, so I had to write his name down before it disappeared. Because you can't trust YouTube because they fucking suck. They're evil. I swear to God, they're evil. They're as close to evil as there is evil in the world. I'll tell you right now. If there is evil, if there is true, unadulterated evil, YouTube is as close to it as like Bezos YouTube. Those, they're as close to it as you can possibly get. General Electric, probably Ford. Because they'll any company that sits down and figures out, well, we can kill this many people a year and that'll still be profitable for us to not have to make the changes, to products and stuff. So that anybody does that, like airlines and stuff, they're pretty evil. Does Grouse Mountain in Vancouver, BC actually have grouse on it? Well, I'm sure sometimes. The Five Guys where I live went out of business. So did the Red Robin. They're both still up and swinging here. Rob W. Can one of you 2A lawyers do some research on firearm serial numbers in which, because the number was there and available, a crime or X number of crimes was solved? Or you mean how many times has a firearm been traced back to a bad guy via a serial number? Well, I'm sure it's happened, but it's generally when they already have enough other information to know where it came from. Because most guns that are involved in crimes, one crime person victimizing another unknown person to them, not a family member or friend, are done with stolen guns. So those you're not going to trace back to who did the crime. You're just going to trace it back down to who originally purchased it, and then they can do a like, okay, it was in this area at this time, and they reported it stolen in 97. The guy we think did the crime was living in a trailer like 2 miles away from there in 1997. They can do that kind of deduction, but tracing it back to the actual owner where you actually solved a crime where you didn't know who did it is probably very seldom does that happen. I wonder how NEA is adopting to Michigan. I don't know. I haven't heard from him since he's been up there. He hasn't showed up for a single one of our podcasts since he got up there. He hasn't even responded to my email. So I think he's become one of them now. Now he lives up there. He's one of those people, one of them Michiganders, and he's above us all now. Thinks he's too good for us now that he don't live in Texas. Because anybody who lives in Texas ain't too good for nobody. But he thinks he's too good for us now because he lives in Michigan. Give Welper a shout out. He's the one I joined for because I sure didn't get an answer out of you. What? I answer things all the time. I don't answer emails if that's what you're talking about. I definitely don't answer emails because I don't see them 90% of the time. Oh, and I never did the emails yet. I got a couple emails I got to share before we get out of here. This is a short, funny video of a man who defended his chihuahua from a coyote. I'm not having good luck sharing videos. People can never hear them either. Let me show the emails I got here real quick. All right. This is no such thing as too much pickaninny. George Powell sent. That's true. There is no such thing because look at that. And that looks freaking awesome. I'd like to have that. Someone should buy me that and send it to me. If anybody loved me, they would. I don't think any of you love me. Kyle Lejeune says, my pride and joys. Oh, he's got two little Frenchies. Look at those little monsters. Look at those little monsters. You can also tell he's married because look, the pillows are placed properly and the sheet, the bed is made. So he's obviously married. My bed would never be made if I wasn't married. Well, the sheets would only get changed the sheets are all wet or sweaty or something. It's the only time I would ever change them. And then that'd be if they didn't dry out before I got in them the next time. After sex was about the only time I ever changed sheets. Ben Coors chimed in here and said, and sent us a picture of dog sitting for my sister. The Aussie mix doesn't like being outside, and the Labradoodle is over her attitude. Look at that. He's just like, ugh, this one. Oh, he wants to go inside. He's like, I want to go inside. I had dogs who didn't like being outside before. Turnip only likes to be out if the weather's good. He's very much a fair weather dog. He doesn't like to be out in the rain. His fur is not waterproof. You know, the water drips off of Django. Django don't even know it's raining. Turnip gets soaked to the bone. He's only got that little fine baby hair fur. He's only got one coat. He doesn't have a double coat like Django, so he don't like it cold and he don't like it wet. Django don't give a shit. He don't even notice. Where are we at on time? Oh, we're out of time. I just realized. So glad I shared those. What do you call it? Joe Pearson chimed in again over here. Him and John Heasley are fighting. Better do a couple more. I should encourage bidding wars, but no bidding wars. Everyone keep it friendly. Just don't let John Heasley win again. And if that means going over to his house and breaking his kneecaps so that he has to spend all of his money on medical bills for the next month or so and doesn't get any more entries, that might be what you need to do. There was more to my comment, sir. Kind of important, and the other guy angle to view things by. What? Did I miss it? Ron W. He must have put more after it because that was all that was in that comment. Because of the utilization of those numbers, I could be wrong, but I'm not sure the founding fathers had serial numbers on their arms. Well, they didn't, but I don't think they had any rules against them. And they did have such a thing as serial numbers. But serial numbers really didn't become a thing until, mass production of stuff. But they also often did have marks on things, like gunsmiths would put their mark on things they made. And a lot of times, a lot of municipalities and stuff required that they do that. I read that in a book one time. So, but I don't think serial numbers are all that useful in solving crimes. And I don't think they're that important. What was the one that said I didn't answer his question? P. Norton, to give Welper a shout out. He's the one I joined for because I sure didn't get an answer from you. What did you not get an answer from me on? I don't even see a question from you. Where was it at? Oh, yeah. Well, your thoughts. I read that. I even responded to you about it being too heavy. Saying I don't answer it. You just wasn't fucking listening. You weren't listening. I got one more email to share here before we get out of here because they just sent it over. Luckily, I've already did my treadmill for today, so I don't got to do that. Here we go. This is from Scott Williamson. My Applehead Siamese cat. Well, that sounds insulting. And my treeing Walker Coon hound are best buddies. Oh, look at that. Yes, that's cute. Turnip was pestering Maisie the other day, barking there, both trying to get a reaction out of her. And Sherman come running over and attacked him to where he yelped. And then stood between him and Maisie. That's the first time I'd ever seen him defend Maisie. But he was like, leave her alone. Turnip was like, I was just playing. I don't know what's going on. All right, everybody. I want to say thanks, everyone, for coming. I appreciate it. Thanks to everybody who kept the conversation rolling. Thanks to everybody who donates to the Pets and Vets Fund and other programs we run. Thanks to everybody who just watches the videos. Hopefully you're thumbing them up when you're watching them. Remember the thumb up. Remember, Yankee always likes a thumb up. So do that if you can when you're watching. If you watched them today and you didn't do a thumb up, go back, watch it again, do a thumbs up. That's your punishment. So I will see everybody again tomorrow at 6 p.m. tomorrow, since it's Thursday and it's not a podcast week. So Never Enough Ammo. Tell Never Enough Ammo he doesn't have to not show up tomorrow if you see. I will see you all again later. Until then, remember, always carry and stay safe until I see you again.